All right, y'all. Your boy Rocky. Rocking with another one. You know what I mean? Coming with that diesel. Coming with that metal in mine. You know, and coming with that old fashioned one. And this is mine, but I'm with the old fashioned, so you know, beginning of time. The metal of the earth, attack on the earth. So you know, it's the beginning of time. So, rock metal diesel. You know it go. So, I got one here if you want to know. You know what I mean? Nice sweet one. And this is my take on what I believe is love. Right? Love is deep. And Sammy, love could be many things, right? And you know, lately I've been watching a lot of like black what's the word? Like watching a lot of like black story stuff and you know, seeing we people, you know what I mean, seeing a lot of tragic stories we people, you know what I mean, family loss and betrayals and these switch up stories and stuff and events and stuff and things like that. Then they could tell you that one thing about love I've seen after watching like visual stuff and like people like to see people like being drama themselves to see it, but some people like mean they for the watcher we're not, but all these black story stuff is be real come from real things, and I've seen them to true in life. You know, coming from the Barbados, I've seen these events. So when they say something is not from this is a computer way thing in America, you know, I'm not American, you know, I'm from Barbados, I'm African Barbadian. You know what I mean? It's not a special thing. We as an Afro Barbadian is not a special parish or there's 11 parishes in Barbados. So it's not a special thing, it's just Caribbean people, Afro Caribbean is just people that affiliate with Africa more, that's all. It's within them more, right? So, you know, and live that life too. You know what I mean? But with God and also that type of way as well. So as I say, coming from experience living our life, I can say certain things that, you know, we talk about a topic love. And Samian, there's four types of love. I could tell you four types of events or what I could translate make life easier. And the first type of love is like love that's always been there from the beginning of time. This person is being these people, it's always been there for them. There's this one. I mean, like if you raise white, it's being white people. Like it's done. If you raise, you can't. It's being these people at the beginning of time. Like you can't. There is no offsetting. There is no arguing with them. There is no moving them. They're immovable. Like it's just being them. Every to the thick, to the thin, to the ups and the lows, to the lows, to the highs. It's being them. The second version, the second idea of love is just people that are the same thing. It's not necessarily. I would say that's the red way. The blue way is like not like that, but like another like the reverse version. Like I would say like a little bit like you know your family a little bit like a little bit the reverse version. You know what I mean? If you like their personality, you like their attack on life, you like how you know they keep it, you like how they view it, you like how you know. Some people just because they're not really quite like they don't agree everything that's in the family. They don't like really what even like was like that. You don't always agree the right way. Just because it works for you. They're blue, so it's not really the same thing. So just because it works for you, it's for you. You don't agree with that. You know, what I mean, it's blue now, so it's like a reverse version that suits them. You know, red is like everything that in their life, like everything that makes sense, everything that just that says everything. Like red is like everything, everything. The blue is just like, well, suits me. What just suits for me and what I believe. You know, it never failed me wrong. It's never failed me. It's never been off. Then the third, second love is gray. No, this love is very difficult. This is the worst. This could be the best or worst of all because this person literally is programmed by their eyes and how they feel. So he or she, this person gets in a lot of trouble because I'll say, for example, Gray, I would say like is a guy that just he's raised to only get along. I'll just use an example. He's only raised to get along with green aliens. He knows this. He does. I don't care. He knows this from the beginning of time. He can only get along with gray aliens. But he goes to porn and jerks off the blue, pink aliens, animals, and then he goes in real life. He wants to have sex with all of them. He runs around and tries to like date them. And he's been told the beginning. He's no different than Red. He's been told like the reverse version. Like you can only get along with gray. Sorry, is it green? I think it's like green. I mean, it's like green. You're going to get along with green aliens. You know this. I don't know why You think in your brain that he sees like no, it has to be green. And you see this in a lot. You see this analogy a lot in black stories where these black guys are raised everything cornbread fed black. I mean, father, mother, and the only reason he wants this light skinned mix, black mixed Asian Brazilian, like the only reason because she's his personality. If you talk to any woman with the same race, that's not, he's like, oh hell to the no. Don't even bother. You were told it's not even, but only this one because her personality sticks and he controls her. He manipulates her and controls her. And is in her story, she has a personality to actually fit in his little story. And it's just pornography. Even his right hand man can say, yeah, I get this stuff pornography. They're just porn. Like, bro, your whole family. You're no different than Red. The only difference is he detaches. Red's like, you're no different than me. I don't know why you detach. I don't know why you go off and keep looking at things you can't do. It needs to be worse. And I'm warning, especially warning you women, to stay away from guys that do that. Because he's no different than Red. He's not blue. Let's say, well, this is just can't see anything, but this and actually gets through and shows this and has no problem. This person gray and warning because they're gray, and gray represents detachment. Just is this basically what it look and what it feels, and everyone does that. Like, yeah, I would. You don't think I want some fat ass black woman? I mean, any Indian, like Latino, like, and just because well look and feel like I'll go after and get it. Have no common sense, no sense of like talking, no sense of backstory, no sense of understanding. Is a Latino like with Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Mexicans, Nicaraguans, Brazilians, different kind of Latino are different. It's just pornography, just Brazilian big booty, running reality and expect big booty. I'm not joking. You know what I mean? Curvaceous black women, that's all queen, Yakabosha, whatever, jerk off the porn, run around wanted. I'm not joking. As in, you can see, I'm not smiling, like not joking. Like if you're an adult, you just can't believe that this person is brain reoperate and there's been multiple stories with this person and people like this, women too. They all have brains of little kids because someone has to keep telling them to stop doing something. You know what I mean? And they're told to stop in a type of way, but that's the third one. And the fourth one, whereas this person, they always had they always had a like the righteous way of grade. Like they've always liked things outside of how they're raised. They always believed in it. If this person is raised like again, I use an example like I'll just use an example, not the same type of way, but if raised a black, they always love things like a black yellow or like a black brown or like something just outside. It's just like they always had a fan. I don't say fantasy, but a love and like a obsession or like a. And I see these videos like it's being real. Unlike idiot version, like it's being real. The friends would they get along with, would always like period. They always would help them. And like blue, what I mean, just like red, they've always seen that it's helped them. It's always been, what I mean, it's always helped them in situations. They seem like wow, this and that, and it worked out for them as well. What I mean, because they can say the difference between grades that the difference between is like well, it's real for me. They can't speak on who else. Sorry, who does it, but they like it's what they speak on is like it's real for them. It's always been real since they were kids when they were raised up. They can remind you of the past. It's always been real too. You understand me? And not gray, and not this pornography, not a stupid scene with random people you don't know about, and you don't look at their profile. You don't, study their profile. You have no interactions with actual Latinas or Latinos, men and women. If it's a girls or women, it's kind of stupid too, right? I've had an issue. Attractive guys have this issue. Women talking crap, and they go on pornography or watch stuff and run around and expect this, and then they're going to have the balls to go on YouTube and talk crap about attractive men, this and that, and because their love was just the internet and not reality, not proper conversation, or not proper having a sense of history, right? Having no history. Hitting a club is not history, right? You know what I mean? Going out is not history. Like you don't have proper conversation and history hanging around. You know what I mean? It's history, like a story that started at the beginning of time. You have no history of people. Porn is not a history. I know, yeah, I know it's a history, but it's not real, right? You know what I mean? It's a history, but it's not real, man. You know, it's not real proper history. It's not a love. It's not a real love story. I have no reason to be with them. You know what I mean? Everyone does that. Everyone jerks off and watch porn, and every guy could just detach. I mean, that's so stupid. That's really kind of ignorant too. Is detaching and create crap and create bridges and stupidness, right? You know, every guy could, do stupidness like that. But I'm just these are as I said, these are the five types of, I would say, love, or love stories that begins that, just telling you, so to what I observe and what I can see. And for me, like, I guess I would fit into, I would say, I would hate to say this, like a righteous version of, like, a little outside, a little thing I always liked, but then a very good reason, a solid silver. I would say, like, the way that works for me is the gold and the silver. I've tried red and blue and it doesn't, because my family is very dominant. We're all our own. Yes, we're biologically, some things, obviously being black and mixed with white, but when it comes to soul, it comes to my feelings, where I could really like bounce this with you, and I could really talk, talk my butt. We're completely different. We didn't live seriously, didn't live the same life. So it's like when it comes to then how I could feel about something, when they could be myself, which I like to be myself. You know what I mean? And then you know what I mean. So I would say like a hybrid. Some people are very down, some people are hybrid. It could be vice versa, different ways, like outside, but then something that they have to detach. Something outside, but then something that a little bit off too. And they always realize, and everyone's like a bit of a, something I always have, but it's something that always actually realistically fits in. So it's like a, like a gold, red, this. So it's like, everyone's different. Everyone, I can't speak for that, but that's something beyond me too. It's inwardly, it's just something they realize, like, online, something in reality that just it fits in with them. So they never had a problem. They never had an issue. No demons. It's not stupid. It makes a lot of sense. You don't have to feel the way. You understand me? You don't have an issue. You understand me? And for me, it's just, I would say, like, what works for me is just like I would say, like, the gold way and the silver way, like the proper righteous way to actually move away from my family, or something that a little outside, and the golden way, like, yeah, being African, Barbadian, everything African, like, I mean, just like stuff like that. I've tried, believe it or not, the gray way. I've tried different ways and then work out for me, and the person is vice versa. So I speak from actual experience. It's not me. So when I say certain stuff, it's stupidness. I'm not speaking from it. I'm not lying. It's just stupidness. And some people they got a divorce. They don't want to hear this. And some people gotta get out the relationships. They don't want to hear this. Because if it couldn't work for me, and they go all the way, I think it's gonna work for you. And it was not pornography either. It wasn't porn. Like, I don't like that. I don't need to masturbate. I like face to face. So you know what I mean. At the end of the day, if you don't have that zing for certain women, it don't fit in my life. If you don't fit in my life, you want me to say, like, if I'm not raised for this, like, I'm not. You know what I mean? So I would say, like, the righteous way of attaching, like, always having the singing, and that's being a part of it too. Like, it's being played a good role in my life. So it's not like a fantasy. It's played an important role in my life. You know what I mean? Not being able to do certain things and having a role, a good sense to look up. I wouldn't say a mentor, online mentors, or something to help me push beyond. I'm always pushing people, so to help me to push myself. I don't mind being pushed. I don't mind being, you know, I'm kind of iffy with learning. Everyone iffy. I can understand that we're an adult. You have your own say too, and you're ill iffy, because, but yeah, everyone, the online works for everyone, and some people get real, so you can't necessarily argue with them. You know what I mean? Or a little iffy with certain things where you only supposed to do this, and you know that you know better. You're getting smart. Like, this is something that the street guys are. I'm gonna warn you, women too. Something that street guys are known to do this. They only like talking. The same guy, right, in the same movie. He likes talking to a lot of light skinned pretty girls, but he doesn't like talking hanging out with a lot. He doesn't talk to black mates dudes. Even the guy realizes that all the guys he only hangs with is solid black guys. But then he likes talking to only, it's gray way, and it's kind of messed up. It's only mess. I'm telling you, he's the most messed up, most devious. To get you in trouble too, because it's like you don't have actual love. I'm sorry to say this. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're in a relationship. I don't care if you have a kid. It's not love. If you got a problem, if talking to everyone, well, I think you have a problem then with You can't just pick A and pick. It don't work like that, buddy. And any guy like that, you see, every guy doesn't have a father, because a man would say that, or even his right hand, a man would say, "Nah, I agree." Even his right hand man said that's exactly why I like red. I never had an issue with red. Never had a problem with red or blue. You're the only idiot, female too. Now goes to get watches porn and wants this, the force is in and is not quite all the way. The only clown and watches pornography like every clown, and you're forced and try to make it work and be sneaky. You know you're not supposed to get along with them either, or the wrong type. And you have be as reverse difference. Like this is exactly why I'm no issues. Exactly why he said this. Exactly why beginning of telling this. You know, and the women too. They like the man, but they're doing is like the females have a problem. They're always their best friends and they always got issue around them. It's your demons flaring up. I've seen this in actual street story. I've seen this in actual movie. And street stories are real. A movie could be made up, but street stories are real. Even the guy, his friend in the same movie, his friend said, "I was like, nigga, you don't even hang with dudes. So what you want? You don't hang with black. You don't hang with Chris Brown. So we want Pinky X. Dog, you seriously only raise to like to a red black. You just fight them all the time. If you fight them, I don't think you get along with them, buddy, because you don't fight your own. If you fight them, your demons are reding up. I don't think you get along. To me, I'm the righteous. As to why then you see like you, yeah, because yeah, certain things, and then just the silver way because I've tried everything like me and it doesn't quite work out. It's not. Hey, I can't be myself, so I have a righteous way to. I'm not to hide. I'm shameless. In the righteous mind, right? And it's exactly why. So I show him that yeah, this is righteous. Righteous when I come to God, I have a reason to actually. When I have history, I have a history, and I have a real reason to connect both. And you're a hybrid. I mean, depending on what red, blue, green, whatever your four rays are. And dominant just like well, beginning of time called it rays like that. It's good for you, but I have a good reason because of that. And I have a silver righteous reason because I live that life. Point blank, point done. You know what I mean? I'm standing in front of guys I ain't raised around. You got a problem, bro? You know what I mean? Hey, I'm still living to this day. I got the issues, and the fights ain't break out. Hey, if I was a street nigga, it's the streets. If I was African nigga, it'd be the African. But African Barbadian, so against why I'm explaining me to explain why then idiots and female idiots like that. Exactly why. These little bourgeois half white mixed girls always want some solid black guy. Street gang black, solid black guy. And you raised like that. You can't even dance and move like that. You're the wrong virgin. Yeah, that's red man. That's red. He's like, yeah, exactly what. And then some girls come in, but exactly what you don't deal with them. You're very right to deal with them. It's stupid. You didn't raise like this. You just need to find your right type. Like people are like shoes. When it comes to finding a partner, it's like shoes. It's like shoes at a shoe store. You just need to go to outlet store. You need to find the right fit for you, not just the shoe, right? That fits in your life. Now every guy, I'm not saying every guy and girl is really like that. I'm not saying that. I can't speak. There's red, there's blood red, there's pink. I'm not saying that. Every blue, there's royal blue, sky blue, light blue, dark blue, violet. I'm not saying that. So I'm never saying, yeah, even the colors, ways too is different. Light gray, dark gray, silver, which I respect. I respect silver, the right mind. And has their still serious reason, doesn't have a problem. Where there is just fields and yellows, where this feel and what they want, and what is off wrap, there's gold. A golden serious reason, and I have shameless to show you. And I don't know how much times in situations I stand there and say, really, look, if I got a problem, but here I am. Demons riling up. It's a weird thing. Like I just got this thing for big booty African women. I'm at home, Cherokee, you know what I mean? We're raised round Cherokees, I've talked to them. Right, we're raised round big yeses when they're raised round that way. You need to go in, I want that, you know what I mean? Christian, I'm tired of Christian girls. They're the boring. Want the big booty. Big booty. 4 hours in the bathroom. Yeah, that's Gray. Gray does that. You know what I mean? like my vagina, rough black guy, pastor, yeah, yes, that's what you do. You got no history, you got no history, you got none. There's a bathroom and your cell phone, huh? You wish. Yeah, I'm getting jobs done. You go crazy, you lift weights. You go stronger. Run track. Got no history. Got no reason. There's no God. You don't have to do with cheats, dry and wet either. You don't do with dick. You don't practice. You don't do nothing. You don't care if you're a Christian or not. So I believe in God. Huh? You know what you're doing. You can't watch people with professionals. You know what you're doing either. You need to get that. Like a little kid. Yeah, gray and stupid office kids. Everyone does that. Everyone goes, literally, doing nasty toys, chocolate toy. So you raise white, you raise weird. Huh? I expect red and blue. They want a little girl. Got real thing here. Expect that G. Got real thing one little thing here, little baby. You're not raised. You're not raised for that life. You know that life. To rough you. So when things 100, 200, 3,000, you can't handle it. Huh? You can't handle it. It's not pornography. It's not a little half an hour, 40 minutes, just yeah, acting. Because when personality come, when conversation come, when you fit in the family, when you're moving around, when the buck start, what gonna happen? You understand me? Because I believe a lot of y'all you should get the same thing. You have some good civility. You just got to respect women, like who's righteous, red, blue, and silver and gold. Get what in your life making sense. If any person like me or someone is a reason why it can't just be a little bit the way in the family. It didn't things in my life did not even the right did not work. I tried it. I don't believe in gray for that very same idiotic, stupid reason. That's I'm telling you the only reason why. And only because personality and this person controls them in their story. That's the only reason why. You already tell you're not different, right? You're not different than me. Just stop acting like you get in trouble too. I ain't getting in trouble with you niggas. You don't like your niggas neither. Realize that one thing. You women too. You don't like the girls. You don't like your niggas. So start getting along with them. Start doing that. And and I'm not the weird fixation kind. It's a good reason. I am that. If I say this, I am. Check my videos. Check my Instagram. Live that life. I'm more gonna say. Check my Instagram. Rock Diesel. RAWKDIESEL. RAW_DEISEL. Check my life, man. Check my history. Check my peoples. I'm not pouring with. These are raised around that. They come from Barbados, which is a branch of Africa itself. You can tell me no. I was in a black ministry group, both in the world and of God, ministering the word and doing what they do best. You can tell me you can argue with me no and tell me ain't foolishness you think. I really want is only for that stupid reason. I know a guy, yeah, you laugh at me, a guy in the church, Filipino guy in the church, Filipino. And then other races do this, we say black people. Yeah, he watching Spike Bang and he in a church. Really like it for real. He's watched the Philippines ain't got no black women. He like a lot of Cherokee. He like a lot of Honey Daniels. He like a lot of Big Booty. Bugalicious. Luscious that we like get the booty. Ambitious booty, right now you like a lot of booty hooty. He can't lift no weights. He can't run no tree. Don't know what the hell he doing. Ain't no black women in no Philippines. In a black church running around. I don't know what he can plan to do. I don't know what he can do. He don't know what to do with it. Wet, dry. He don't know what to do with it. Even if he probably pop quick too. Masturbate for 3 and 4 hours. I hope he's probably changed. No, I don't know. It's a true story. You're up 3 and 4 hours. People is masturbate, blink a lot. Blinking so that crap. Me talking any blinking so look, all you seen is Cherokee. Booty that year, booty book, bookalicious, bookalicious. That's all you seen he had. not chlorine, not syrup. You understand me? He ain't seeing that. He's seeing 30 inch big booty, and that's all he does. He blinking, he think he getting mad. He getting mad. Going he, all he's seeing. Yeah, women too. This rough jungle boy. Go wild. Yeah, you're going wild. You have no reason. You understand? It's nasty. You understand? No reason. No God. You know, you ain't stupid. You're not even that either. You don't know what to do. You understand? It's stupid. You're dissing your own. I don't want people like my own. This love to. I don't want people like my own there too. You don't know that. Go to the right store, sit the right shoe that fits in your life. You don't know that. You don't know the weird. Like shoes, you just can't say, oh, every tan skin Timberland boot that's alright. Go to the outlet store, you see tons of them. You see different colors, different fits. That's why you stress on the fit of your life. That makes sense. Always look good. Try them on. The fit of your life. That makes sense. Not stank bang or X videos and stupid scene where you have to pay money. Where in reality, his conversation is from the heart. You actually love the person. You even know what you're doing. You actually know what you're doing. You had history. Not a scene, or you're not in a situation of deceit or lies. You're a this stupid person and just getting lies in your head. You need to come out of that, especially that great, you need to come out of that situation. Pray and bind and energies, you only need to come out of that great situation through that God's stupid issue. I don't care if you're in a relationship, you're married. That's one, you do not do that. If it's always being relieving them, stick to red and stick to blue. Because of different types of red, different types of blue. And then for that, it must be a righteous reason. You cannot keep forcing or making that work. Or you already know why. The only reason you know why. And if you're like me, for good reason why, it may not, it may be always that thing. Because obviously I got history. Obviously I do the same thing. Obviously, like I ain't gotta speak for myself. I ain't gotta explain myself. I don't like tech. So why would I need these? I mean, I cut out all that anime. If used to be on that. It felt cheesy. There's nothing on me to say it's weird and stupid. I mean, one do something about a construction worker, crown law. One do if anyone got something if it can handle it. Don't need to. Yeah, for those who watching this, why? I hope a lot of people watch this video. That's exactly why. So all you women out there, you better walk around with guns and tasers and jackknives, gun knives, and stab shit on them niggas. I'm telling you, it's stupid. And you're surrounded by men that tell them to stop doing it. You don't listen. You understand me? I know for some people, it may not work out for you. You gotta learn to deal with. Maybe kind of stupid way of liking them, or it's just not fit for you. Or it's gold is yellow, maybe a stupid reason, but it doesn't fit in your life. You know what I mean? And hey, that's just life. That's just how it goes. The only two ones that Sarge one is like, well, you're gonna see why it may not necessarily fit in your life, or why then why you should listen to red and blue niggas. Like, yeah, sorry with that crap. No, it's either red and blue for you. Hey, maybe blue. If it then you maybe blue, but not red. You can't do that. You know what I mean? When it comes to here, when it comes to your lifestyle, when it comes to personality, and people realizing where things coming from, and let you know from the earth plane where things coming from. No, you know what I mean? They can gotta put your foot down, and women deserve to know where this crap coming from, niggas, because niggas tell lies. You understand me? Niggas watch crap. Niggas talk crap. Like even the same movie, the girl don't give a damn or nothing because the guy looking girl's like, well, yeah, she likes skin and all mixed. She don't give a shit. She don't care now. He's kid nothing. Porn looking at black mix. He's calling her Pinky X and Miss Pinky and Fire Fox. So you looking all the time. No personality, no lifestyle, no history, no ancestral history, ancestral check. Why didn't you like what you like? Get a little deeper now. Love is real deep. Why you need this person now. Let you love what you love. Check your ancestral history. Yeah, on that level. On gold silver level. Being a time. People like you, that's all they ever get along with. I mean, don't mind the snakes and lizards and scorpions that inject you with the venom, the poison that gets in your head. Don't mind the snake that keep wrapping around her all the time. He keeps wrapping. He The girl died in the video, the movie. The girl died, man. The ocean died in the ocean, drowned. The guy ran in the ocean and picked her back up for 2 weeks. Brought her back to life. She still don't give a damn. Any woman, I mean, any woman that can see that, anyone's like, seriously, brother, you gotta let go. You have to let go, man, brother. Seriously. She died, I mean, came back from, I mean, it may be a movie, but it just shows you, like, brother, let go. Let go, bro. Like, seriously. Learn to move on, brother. You can't find like a solid reason. It's like she just does not fit in his life. It just does not fit in his life. Stop watching porn, man. Stop watching porn. One watching porn is like watching martial arts, and you know you can't do it in reality. It was shown, yes, in any situation is good. Maybe it's to teach you. It's not to live life. I don't need to do that crap. You know what I mean? Stop watching porn, man. That great crap. You see that? Stop it. That deserves you can get hurt. Stop doing that. That's what love means to me, man. Love is deep. Those four, I'm telling you, those are the 4 ways. Boom, 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 boom. So be careful out there. Make the righteous. Be the pure ruby. Be the sapphire. Be the silver and be the gold. Because you need it. You never had a problem. I mean, how you see them, how you love them, you never had an issue. You've never had a problem. And you never will. Brought Diesel out.